This is my 23rd autumn, or second autumn north of the 40th parallel, where the leaves turn gold, ruddy, and crimson before they fall. It's a season of shifting textures, air temperature, landscapes, and the clothes people wear all begin to change. The rise and drop of the temperature makes it easy to catch a chill.
这两棵树好。
Before I introduce the timeline of autumn, let me start with the persimmons.
上来了，好，我来接。
Like pumpkins, they are one of the season's symbols, ripening through mid-October at their own pace. The firm and bitter ones are dried to become candied persimmons.
事情都能让你。
But this year was our first and last time harvesting them. Persimmons tend to stir envy among nearby neighbors. People who wouldn't spend money on a fruit picker, yet feel quite resentment seeing others get so many gifts freely offered by nature. Here is the autumn seasonal season of Beijing. October 15, the Imperial Ancestral Temple, Osmanthus blossoms on display. Most of the scenery is still green, with crab apples and smoke trees only lightly touched by yellow.
都把那个树枝弄得颤动哎！哇 ！This was a crab apple tree. Their fruits has been fallen to the ground, but it's only for admiration the flowers in spring. Their fruits is bitter and didn't have too much fruit fresh.
October 19, the ash trees from Jinshan Park to the National Art Museum turn yellow first. October 23 to 30, the Great Wall is at its best. I went last year, but this year on October 25, I visited Prince Gong's mansion instead. Only the lotus leaves have withered, everything else remained green. November 3 Baiwangshan, the Summer Palace, and the National Botanical Garden were all stunning. The week from November 1 to 7 is when Beijing's autumn is at its peak.
看就不一样，前景后景就不一样了，前景很亮的，来给猫哥一个。
But the Great Wall cannot hold its autumn colors into November.
It's now the second weekend of November, and say the best time to admire the yellow and amber foliage scenery was in the late October. Now all the leaves are down.
November 15, the last wave of autumn color, the jingle trees begin to shed their leaves one after another. November 20, autumn ends and early winter begins. The daytime high slips from 15 to 18 Celsius to just 4 to 10 degrees Celsius.
You can hear the sound. Oh. 好有弹性，这个。
手套别弄坏了。
The lake began to form a skin of ice, and time seemed to fall into stillness. And now let me take you through in final detail the places I visited over those 2 autumns, from mid-October to mid-November.
The autumn rain has been continuously falling for 3 days. Chinese cypress trees all have moss grown on them, and the moist air has a fragrance of them. It's having a quiet and tranquil walking in these ancient old trees. Most of them have been 200 to 400 years. There are arborvitae trees in the Imperial Gardens in the central Beijing. There are many arborvitaes because this kind of tree can live for thousands of years, symbolize the dynasty's longevity. It's the central axis of the Imperial Ancestral temple facing south. The Osmanthus flowers have been all falling continuous rain. This building was the most famous. It's a core building of this garden.
To visit the Imperial Ancestral temple inside, you need to purchase a separate ticket, and its closing time is several hours earlier than the main entrance.
We are at Prince Gong's mansion.
The experience at Prince Gong's mansion was disappointing. There were too many senior tour groups and it was extremely noisy. We just took a quick look and left. I wouldn't recommend coming here.
只是在这个皇家的石榴上没有记载，但是人家在和珅他们家这个。
不冷吧？
一点不冷。
这样就好看。这个没买，遗憾。这好多鱼哦，看看。
The Red Leaf Ridge of Badaling Forest Park is a niche spot, and its most beautiful amber season arrives in late October. That's why the official boundary between the peak season and the off-season at Badaling begins on November 1st. In the city where the climate is warmer, the best foliage season falls within the peak period on the first week of November, but Badaling sits farther out in the hills, where the wind is stronger and the air is colder. As a result, the leaves there turn and fall about a week earlier than those in the downtown area.
The wind is so strong, but the scenery was vast and grandiose. My hands feel frigid. It's battling cold. We are going to Friggin here and the National Botanical Garden direction. There have been traffic jam. We are gonna walk in 20 minutes to arrive at the National Botanical Garden north.
Aside from the heavy traffic, where a 1-hour journey stretched into two, the scenery truly deserved the trip. Most people head straight for Friggin here, but I recommend the Botanical Garden instead. It's quieter, less crowded, and offers far better landscapes with a wide variety of beautiful scenes.
It's our first time visit this park during the November. It's the November 1st, the most beautiful season if you would like to admire the autumn's beauty in Beijing. The autumn color palette under the azure blue sky is truly beautiful and dreamlike.
Friggin here has become popular mainly because of the Maple Festival and the media promotion. The place itself doesn't interest me at all. At the National Botanical Garden, the tall redwoods deep inside the grounds have also risen to fame thanks to social media hype. Some visitors even purchase shorter car tickets just to go directly into the hills. But in truth, the scenery along the walking route is far more soothing. When we finally reached the tall redwoods, the moment had already been spoiled by the overwhelming crowds. The air felt thick with carbon dioxide. Last year, when I visited the Summer Palace in late November, the landscape had already slipped into winter. But this time, I explored the real lake and the garden of harmonious players, the very heart of the palace's amber red and golden autumn peak. These two areas hold the richest colors of all the gardens and parks in Beijing. The scenery was truly breathtaking. I will stop here and let you feel it for yourself.
This garden is called Yuan. There has so many pavilions and surrounding by these hills and layered trees. See, it's golden gilded.
On Baiwang Mountain, there's a spot known as the foliage viewing area, where many smoke bushes have been planted. However, the hill is poorly maintained and rather far from the city, so we didn't go this year and most likely never will again. The park's administration shows little taste or management ability, and many visitors behave without civility. As you can see, we visited the Badaling Great Wall a bit too late. It had already entered its off-season. Only a few elderly visitors were walking around the stones. We probably want to return to Badaling again. There are plenty of other sections of the Great Wall still waiting to be explored.
We are at the Badaling Great Wall, the southern section. Back in May, we have visited the north section. You can see the north section from here. It's much crowded in that route. The southern section is less crowded and the walk is shorter. And when we make it to the south fall tower, and we have to return the same way. We are near the South Fall Tower. It took us only 2 hours to come here, and we are at a slow speed since the walk is shorter. This is the most steep route.
来，将那腰给你放过去。哎呦，好害怕哟！
Between November 8th and 15th, a few jingle trees in the downtown area were still holding on to their leaves. You could visit the Temple of Heaven or Zhongshan Park, though both were unsurprisingly very crowded.